Hi everyone, welcome to the Free Range Diva. I'm here to talk to you today about the dreaded bald spot, thinning hair, and how to use mineral makeup and a couple of other solutions that I have used in the past and present to cover those nasty little bald spots up. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to a viewer who left me a tip on the third in my detox series videos. It was the one about detoxing your home, and I had mentioned that when you wash your pillows, you should wash them in hot water in order to get rid of dust mites. And her name is Phyllis P. Hi, Phyllis. And she said that she puts eucalyptus essential oil in the water, and that helps to get rid of that debris that dust mites leave behind. So I tried it, and when I did my laundry, all my sheets and stuff this past weekend, and I don't know if it got rid of the dust mite residue, but my sheets smelled really, really fresh and clean. I probably dumped in a little too much. I don't remember exactly how many drops I put in there, but it was enough that you could, once it hit the hot water, you could smell it, in the room. And I thought, oh, my sheets are going to really smell like eucalyptus. But they didn't. Once it rinsed out and I dried them, they just smelled really, really fresh, like they had been dried in, like the outside air. So I wanted to thank Phyllis for that tip and to let you guys know about it. All right, let's get on with this. So a few years ago, I played the victim of the week in one of those police procedural dramas, and it was a couple of days of shooting. And the first day we were shooting in sunlight outside, and the makeup artist put something in my hair to cover up my thinning hairline, and it was called Super Million Enhanced Fibers. And this is something I guess a lot of people use in the industry. I know that several of the men actors on the show would come in and have it put into their hair that day as well. And it's a topical thinning hair solution. Well, I'll just read you what they say. It's a topical thinning hair solution with real hair fibers. And these fibers just bond to the hair and make it look thicker while they're covering up, any skin, any bald spots that are showing. It comes in 8 shades. It's available on Amazon. I'll link it below. And it goes from, dark brunette all the way up to gray. And it retails for about $30 for 20 grams. So that's a heck of a lot of product. And it worked really, really well that day. It stayed in my hair all day, and it was a long shooting day, and they put a lot of other crap in my hair, including fake blood and dirt. But it stayed until that night when I got home and washed it out. So it is a product that I can recommend because it works. And if you want a little, peek into what they do in Hollywood to make people look like they have better hair than they actually have, there it is. The next product that I want to talk to you about is something called Truhair Color and Lift. I will link also where you can find this, but it's something that I've been using for, goodness, probably about 3 years. And you can see, I use the dark brown shade, that I have plenty of product left. And this is primarily used to cover gray, but it can also cover bald spots as well. By the way, I should mention that Super Million is not, it's primarily uses for bald spots and thickening, not necessarily to cover up your roots. But this product is kind of the exact opposite. It's meant to cover up your roots and add volume to the hair. It says that it also has these little fibers in it that give the hair thickness, and it does. It definitely gives the hair volume at the root level. And it also makes it a little bit, not tacky, but I guess more texture in it. But it can also be used to cover up bald spots too. And so I've used it to do both. Let's see, I've got notes here. I want to make sure. It comes in 8 shades, and it's about $26 for about 5 grams, which is what this is. It says that it covers new growth between colorings, fills in sparse areas, and gives volume, texture, and a bit of stiffness, which it does. So I'm going to demo this on how I use this to cover up my bald spots, along with the third item, because a lot of you, I'm sure like me, use mineral makeup, powdered makeup, and you know, if you have colors that are darker, you can absolutely use mineral makeup to do the same thing. What you want to look for is for shades that match the shadow that your hair would naturally cast on the hairline. You also want to look for cool tone shades. So if you're blonde, you want to look for dark taupe. Redheads and medium brown tones would want to look for medium brown shades. And of course, you know, brunettes like me would look for deeper shades. And as it turned out, I have a product here that I'm going to also demo today. This is from Silk Naturals, and this is their brow powder. And this works really good. That's another thing. If you have a brow product that you like, you can also use that to cover up bald spots, just as you use it to sort of thicken up your brows. Other powdered products that you can use are eyeshadows and powdered contours. So, you know, like the shade that you would, if you contour your face, you can either use a shade that's perhaps one shade darker than that cool tone contour, or use your regular contour but just apply it with a little bit heavier hand. Okay, so I guess let's demo. So I want to start with the medium ash brow powder first. This comes in a sifter, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this. You don't need a lot in the cap. I have a mirror right here, so hopefully, and I have a nice little bald spot that usually shows up on camera really well. So hopefully you can see that. Now, when I do this, this is an artist's brush. And this brush has bristles that are stiff. And that's why I like this, because you can actually just kind of stipple the product into the brow spot, into the bald spot rather. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the brush, tap off the excess, and then go in around the hairline. And I didn't get anything on the brush. So let's try that again. All right, here we go. So what this is doing, it's putting in a shadow in this area. And I'm layering it on. And then just blending it in a little bit. Okay, so that is nicely covered. And I think, looking at my mirror from this direction, in this light, that looks pretty natural. As long as I have my hair like this, I'm going to also show you how the Truhair works, because you can see I've got a little gray rootage showing right up there. So let's just, as long as I have this problem, this color and lift, Truhair actually has the brush is attached, it screws on here, like so, and it has this little dinghy that, you know, keeps it in place when you're not using it. But this can get clogged, and so periodically you have to kind of go in there with like a wire, like I use something like this, and just push up through the brush to unclog it, because otherwise product starts coming out. Now you can open it up and use a brush like this to get in there and, you know, do it that way, but it makes quite a mess. So I unclogged this morning. So let's just see, and you just kind of push it out. Yeah, that's working well. And rub it in. So you see, this does work really well to cover the gray, but, and let me just take these out. And so there is ye old bald spot, and depending on where I want to put the part, you see that Like if I want to do something like that, right? Or pull it back this way. That bald spot is barely visible. So let's see how the Truhair, I have another bald spot over here. So many. Okay, here we go. Let's just put this clip in, and there's a bald spot right there. So let's see how this Truhair works on that. Takes a little bit more effort to get enough product out. So the gray is gone and the bald spot is almost gone. Now if I wanted to, might as well just show you what happens when you use the powder all on its own. Like I said, it makes a mess. And yes, it's already starting. I'm just going to go into the cap here. Get a little bit of this powder and work that. There we go. So you can use it. There you see. And then up in here, if I want to put a little more up there, let's just see here. You just want to keep working that in. That's not bad. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that these products, especially the Truhair, they definitely stay in your hair all day, as does the brow powder. And what's nice about the brow powder is that because it's minerals, you know, you can leave it in your hair overnight. It's not going to really do anything bad to you. It does, I'm going to use the, make sure I have clean fingers. I want to do the finger test. As you see here, I got some of the True powder on my hand when I was experimenting with it earlier today, and it's still there. All right, so I got clean fingers. So let's just see if I can get this to wear off. So that didn't go anywhere. Let's see if I can get the Truhair to come off on my fingers. Yeah, you can see that it does come off a bit. So just be aware that, especially initially, I think eventually, you know, this will, so it's not that bad. You can see there's a little bit of that came off on my fingers, but it seems to have settled down now and it's not coming off anymore. So that's it for today. I hope this video, I'm turning this mirror away so I won't stop looking at myself. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. You know, like I said, you can either order one of the products I talked about. I will leave all the information below about them, so you can either read more about them and, you know, see how if they might be something that will work for you. Or if you happen to have mineral products at home, contour powders, eyeshadows, brow powders, get those out and use those to cover up your thinning hairlines. Everybody take care. Have a great day today. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and subscribe so you won't miss my next one. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye, everybody.